Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am up at the Mill of Kintail again. I've been here many times. Got up early this morning. It's kind of weird because fall colors are kind of patchy. Some areas on the drive up I could see that there was no real color change yet, but in other areas it's like unbelievable, like some of the trees are exploding. And around here it's actually sort of a bit of a mismatch where I think the poplars haven't changed yet, and poplars usually are the last ones to change color, but over here I'll just turn it around so you can see there the colors. Yeah, the colors up here look really nice. And I've flown the drone, and I think I got some of the best drone footage from this area. I was actually able to fly over the Indian River and get really low without losing signal, so I got some really good shots of the Indian River. And I noticed when I was over near the mill flying the drone that that big pine tree that had fallen across the river last year, it looks like it's it looks like they cleared it out, so that's good, because I'm going to head over there now to try and get some images. Hopefully there's a little bit of movement in the water because we haven't had much rain this year, although we did have a lot of rain a few days ago, so hopefully there's a bit of movement in the river and I can capture some long exposures. Sort of missed the sunrise because there was a lot of cloud this morning. It's starting to clear up now, there was like a bank of cloud, and then the sunrise was in between the bank of cloud and earth, I guess. And it looked really cool, and I was hoping to capture that, but it looks like I missed it. I did capture panoramas, 180 panoramas, and it looks like there's sunbeams coming through. It looks really cool. So hopefully those turn out. I'll probably have to play with them in post-production to get them to stand out quite a bit. So right now I'm going to head down to the mill and see if I can get some shots down there. More than likely it's going to be the same photographs that I've taken of the mill before, with the Indian River in the foreground. But the only reason I want to try and capture them again today is because, like I mentioned before, I always seem to be missing the colors at this time of year, and I think I've missed them twice. Like, they look more vibrant right now. I'm just hoping that some of the trees down by the mill are looking pretty good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna head down there now. Okay, guys. All right, just heading down the road to the mill here now. Really like this place. It's a great place to come for photography. I might go a little bit past the mill too, to a spot that I've been before. Just want to see, because the colors, they're looking really good. I mean, it doesn't look that great behind me, but yeah, really like this place. Just heading down this part of the road here now. Yeah, I think I got up at 5:30 this morning. I knew my wife wanted to come, but too early for her, I guess. Oh well. Oh yeah, the colors look really good down here. Yeah, I love fall. That's one of my favorite times of the year because of all the colors, the smells. I mean, I haven't had much chance to get out this summer. Talked about all that crap before. Hopefully I can get some good shots this fall. You can hear the river down there, so there is movement in the water. That's good. All right. So when I do get set up down here, well, I'll see what it's like first, but I'll see if I can talk you through the settings and everything on the camera. I think I'm the only one here right now. I came early because this place gets pretty crowded. I think they used to make bread here back in the day. Who knows? I'm gonna cross the bridge over here, the little walking bridge. I'm looking to see if they actually did remove that tree. And it looks like they did. So that's good. Water levels are low. So don't know if long exposure is gonna turn out as good as I was hoping. Probably not, but we'll see. Yeah, the water levels are really low. Here's the walking bridge here. All right, just gonna get set up here. I already got the tripod set up. Just gonna try and see. Water level's really low. Definitely calls for the wide angle, that's for sure. All right. So I got color in the background. All right, so let's see here. There's really not much point in doing a long exposure because there's not much movement in the water. There is a little bit of movement up there, and then further up there you can see some small rapids. Need to level this out. So my histogram's all the way to the left, which isn't good. Lower the aperture. I mean, I can always increase the exposure in post-production, but it looks good when it's dark. So I got it at f7.1, 1/8 is the shutter speed. ISO 64. My composition's not the greatest. It seems a little bit too heavy on the left. I could try and move a little bit over to the right a bit. Let's see what happens if I do that. So I moved over to the right. I like the way it looks on the back. So there you can see 1/8 of a second, f7.1, ISO 64. So I'm going to try and, what I'm going to try and do is on the rocks in the foreground, because I'm going to try and focus stack this, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to focus in on the rocks in the foreground, then I'm going to focus in on the mill, and then I'm going to focus in on the trees just to the right of the mill, because that's where all the color is. And I'm going to keep it the same, 1/8 of a second, f7.1, and ISO 64. So focusing in on the rocks, and it's at 14 millimeter with the wide angle lens. There we go. Actually, it was 4 shots. So the rocks in the foreground, the river just in front of the mill, then the mill itself, and then the trees in the background. I notice the sky looks overexposed. So let's see. F9 looks pretty good. Same shutter speed, 1/8 of a second, ISO 64. Focusing in on the rocks in the foreground. Sky still looks overexposed. So this is what I'm looking at. If I put the Osmo down at the same level as the camera. So I focused in here on the foreground, the rocks, then in the middle, then on the mill, then on the sky. You can see the sky is turning blue now. That changed so fast. The color is good. It's just I wish there was a little bit more movement in the water. It's kind of tricky walking on these rocks here, so I don't really want to be doing that. All right, gonna head down to the other section there now. Can't believe how low the water levels are. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen it this low before. Noticing some really cool features in the rocks though. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find something to shoot here. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna head home. I did get quite a lot of shots from this area. I didn't use a tripod, and it's all been about the wide angle lens, the Nikon 14 to 30 millimeter. I haven't used the 24 to 120 at all. And it's getting really sunny now, so everything's starting to get super overexposed. I really like the looks of some of these shots on the back of the LCD display. So this one rock here, I'll just turn it around. So the one rock there, I can't really, it's not really working. Let me see here. So this one rock here, right there. So what I did was I got as low down as I could and took a shot going up the river. And it looks like it turned out okay. The features in the rock are really cool. And then there's this big slab here. Yeah, so this big slab here. I got at the far end there and took a shot going up and then towards the river that way. Because there's not a lot of movement in the water, I mean, there's a bit of a rapid up here. I tried to take a long exposure, but it's just the background didn't look very appealing. It looked kind of too busy. I'll have to look at those when I get home at post-production to see if they turned out. Yeah, I didn't set the tripod up because, like I said, there's not a lot of movement in the water. I could try and move up a little further, but no, I'm not going to bother doing that. It's a little sketchy. And like I said, clouds are all disappearing. It's starting to get really sunny. Everything will be overexposed. I'm in the woods here right now, so it's not too bad. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a scout around. I don't expect to see any mushrooms in here, for the simple fact that I think mushrooms grow more where there's coniferous trees. When you have deciduous trees, you get more of a fungus than you do mushrooms. I'll just take a scout around, see if I see anything. Maybe if I do see a lot of mushrooms or anything like that, I might come back with the macro lens, both the Venus Lau and the Nikon 105 millimeter. I could come back with those if I see anything up here that might be worth trying to capture. So nice up here, so quiet, so peaceful. I think I'm still the only one in the area right now, although it's going to get packed later on, it always does. I noticed this really cool looking caterpillar here, but he looks like he's dead. I'm not sure. Oh no, he's still alive. Let's see if I can capture this on the Osmo. Hold on. Yeah, that's not working. Oh well. Alright, get back over here. Navigate these rocks. Okay guys, I'm gonna head home. Give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Talk to you later. Bye for now.